Hello, everybody. We're coming to you today from Harambe over at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Today we're going to do kind of maybe like a 10-minute video, kind of walking around, putting out some fun details in the area, and just kind of enjoying ourselves here. It's a very hot day here at Disney's Animal Kingdom, but there are so many different details in Harambe, aka Africa, here at Disney's Animal Kingdom that most people just kind of walk on by and don't really pay attention to. So I figured today we'll actually go through and point out a few of those details that most people do walk on by. Right now, I was actually going to have it so we were going to try to see Festival Lion King, but the show is not playing at 1 o'clock. I was like, oh, sometimes it's 1 o'clock, sometimes it's not. So when I got over here and it was not playing at 1 o'clock, I was like, oh, you know what? We can just do kind of a walkthrough because we've not done a walkthrough this area for quite some time. But this is going to be the back area for Festival Lion King, where you can actually go through and do your stroller parking. But it also has some of my favorite details of all time. So let's point it off, starting right here with Captain Bob's. So we have Captain Bob's Super Safaris. Trust us, Captain Bob invented economy camping, guaranteed. Genuine all African culture. Over here we got a picture of Captain Bob, and then down at the bottom here it says Captain Bob CC, P.O. Box 73801, Harambe, phone 82869-220130, and then after all the things that say Captain Bob, in parentheses it says ask for Ed. I think it's just funny. While we're all over here, we also have a few things that are new, a few things that are old. The posters for Kilimanjaro Safaris have been around since the park first opened up. However, the spot where we're at right now actually was not part of opening day of Harambe. Actually, Festival Lion King did not open up until after they closed it down over at Camp Mini Mickey to make its way over here to Africa / Harambe. So here we have the Harambe Theater, and then a bunch of words in Swahili that I don't know Swahili. So, but here, Festival Lion King. But the Kilimanjaro Safaris one, that has been around, or we've had this poster kind of scattered around the area for years and years and years and years. I also like all the painted advertisements on the walls, including this one over here for Technologia Zaharaka, I want to say, electronic shop. Here you can buy TVs, DVDs, amps, mobiles, video cassette recorders, iron box speaker, and there's 2 locations near Harambe. But let's do a quick history lesson of Harambe. Because while we're walking through the area, you can find so many different things showing the history and the wear and tear of the land, including the fallen walls on the ground here. You can find different spots where the locations of different buildings once sat. But as Disney always does, oh, this person's going to go right where we want to go, I think. Oh, no, we're good. But as Disney always does, they always have to have a backstory for everything. And Harambe is no different, because Harambe is not an actual place, but they wanted to make it so it felt like a real place. So if you go to the benches that are over here, and there's another one that's kind of behind me, over by Festival Lion King. There's people sitting on that one, though. You can find the words Uhuru, 1961. Uhuru is the Swahili word for freedom. So they gained their freedom or their independence back in 1961 here from a different country. We don't exactly know which country it was. But like I was saying, at one point, this area was not here. In fact, this actually used to be an extension of the river that's down below us. The actual ending of Harambe can still be found right here with this iron gate in the corner. So if you came here before Pandora was being built, there used to be this metal fence, and it went all the way around, and then there was just kind of a plummet down to the ground, and that's where the water could be found. So I remember back in 2011, maybe 12, somewhere around there, was when the Wild Africa track began, and now it starts over at the entrance by Kilimanjaro Safaris. At one point, it actually started down over here, so you would actually go down by the river, and that's where you would actually meet your guides. You would be able to check in, and then they would take you through the wilderness, quote unquote wilderness, that took you backstage over here until they eventually made their way over towards Kilimanjaro Safaris. So going with our Uhuru storyline, aka the Freedom storyline, here we do have a cannon here, kind of going through and trying to ward off any people who might be coming into the area. Again, Uhuru in 1961 being the freedom of Harambe. Welcome to Harambe, port of East Africa. So also while we go through here, there's going to be several different advertisements for different locations. We have a lot of advertisements for the Hotel Burudika. Gonna get right up here. All right, right here we have the Hotel Burudika. Clean beds, fresh water, stairs in the old square. So the old square is going to be around the corner over by Tamu Refreshments, where you can see some stairs over there. But one of the really cool things about Hotel Burudika is it used to advertise the showers there, and before this area became home to what would eventually be the home for Festival Lion King, you actually used to be able to find right about here, there used to be a shower right here. And so you could actually come over here and you could see where the people from the hotel would be able to shower at. So it was not the nicest shower in the world, and they claimed that it was not the nicest shower in the world. But you would come here and there was actually a sign with the shower that said hotel shower. The Harambe Theater. Alright, we're going to make a little loop around the town square and then eventually make our way to the right hand side of me right here. Alright, so while we go up here, as long as the people around us aren't too loud, you can start to listen to the different things in the area. Some of them are over here where you can actually hear knocking on a door from time to time upstairs here. We'll hang out over here for a second just to see if we can hear it. There we go. We got one of the Hotel Burudika doors right here. Professional lady looking for a flat to rent. Mr. Mutumbo's fishing tours and safari program half day at sea from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. can be extended to 4 p.m. 4 persons minimum. Also sunset cruise or create personal safari, sailing, fishing, snorkeling, and biodiversity tours. Are they going to talk? I don't think they're going to talk. But kind of going off the idea of the electronics that we saw earlier, we also have to keep in mind that not only are we at a place where at the time might not have had the most advanced technology, but it also had it. So it was the 1990s when this area was created. So if you look at the top here, there is Visit Kuvuko Computer Training Center. So just kind of going through and continuing our storyline of people trying to work and live in a community setting. Harambe does mean gathering place, so it makes sense. Okay, one of my favorite little details in the area is right here where it says we have the Lion King and novelties and such. Enjoy. This is actually a nod to the Lion King's 25th anniversary. So right now we are at the Lion King's 30th anniversary. But during, oh, there's the pounding on the doors going on right now. But when, this is the line for Kilimanjaro Safaris. What? But when the Lion King's 25th anniversary was going underway, they used to have a scavenger hunt here, and that was their advertisement for knowing that they had the scavenger hunt there. Okay, so in addition to our Uhuru 1961 showing when we had the freedom of Harambe with our make-believe storyline, you can also find on the bottom of some of the poles here where it says Harambe 1961, just another nod to when the area was actually founded. Alright, let's head up this way. That lady's sitting in front of one of the fun finds I want to do, but it has multiple fun finds of the same fun find throughout the area. So we'll get to it again. Alright, but let's get up here to one of my favorite hidden Mickeys of all time. Not because it's so obvious, but just because of the hidden meaning behind it. So this is the famous Fichwa Follow Hidden Mickey. However, I've pointed out multiple times in the past, Fichwa is actually Swahili for hidden, meaning this is a hidden fellow or a hidden Mickey, which literally is labeled as a hidden fellow, which I've always really enjoyed that little fun fact. Also, this guy who plays the music over here is one of my favorite entertainments anywhere in Walt Disney World. It does not matter who you are or where you are from, we're all children of the world. We got some more advertisements here for Harambe Theater and Festival Lion King. Let's go take a look at this. Isn't that pretty? It just... And so whenever he plays, they pipe it in through all the music in this area. Alright, let's go take a look at the hidden detail I was talking about earlier. That one lady was sitting in front of, but we will have another one up here as well. Unless it's been torn down. It looks like it actually might have been torn down. Let's do this one right here real quick. So over here we got the Twiga Travel Agency. Twiga is actually the Swahili word for giraffe, which is why we have the giraffe on the thing there. So Twiga Travel Agency is actually the Giraffe Travel Agency. Alright. Yeah, it looks like our one poster is falling down here. Let's curve back. I wanted to show you guys that one. That's a... And then we can go back to the pretty music here too. There's a few of them through the area, and I've been able to hear or see a few of them, but there's only two that have usually been like really good to see and read. And it's the new area over here for Tamu refreshments. And they left, I believe. No, they're still there. I'm just going to kind of go past them here. Alright, so right up here we have the advertisement for Joe Rody Mask and Beads, the finest collection of traditional art in East Africa, worldwide parcel service, Ushufa Way, Nairobi. This is, of course, a nod to Joe Rody, the head Imagineer for all of Disney's Animal Kingdom. It is, and I'm sorry, I haven't seen the chat. All of a sudden, the chat just popped up on me there. Yeah, we're over at Disney's Animal Kingdom. All right, let's head towards the Tree of Life, and that's going to be where we're going to wrap up our broadcast today. I could spend so much time just sitting there listening to that guy.
Rafiki's Planet Watch?
Yeah, so you have to take the train to get to it.
Oh, okay.
That was that manager we used to walk by is Steven. He's the old Walt Disney World ambassador. Not last ambassador, but the ambassador before that. Really nice guy. I've met him a few times. All right, let's go right up here. This is one of my favorite little secret areas of the park. You'll almost never have anyone up here. But we are going to wrap up our broadcast right up here. Thank you everyone for joining us once again today. If you did not see it, we did post a brand new crazy challenge video today in honor of my 4 millionth view here on YouTube. I tried to go on Toy Story Mania over and over and over again until all of my points totaled 4 million points in honor of my 4 millionth view. So make sure you go check that out. But of course, as always, if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you guys all a little later. Oh yeah.